Hey, Cynthia here. On my walk today, I encountered an area of the road that was flooded. And, the very first time that I navigated it, I found that there was a path to the side that you had to be very, very flexible and absolutely gymnastic-like in order to make, but I did. And I completed my walk. I went the full 5 kilometers. But on the way back, I looked at it and I saw bicycles going through the puddle and I said, if others can have a different approach to solving that problem, perhaps I could. So I just finished going past that particular point along my walk. And what I encountered was, if you stayed on what you believe to be the middle of the road, because it was flooded from ditch to ditch, so you kind of had to guess based upon where the trees were and everything else, what the center was. You could kind of walk along the, quote, high point of the road as the water flows, of course, off to the sides. And so that's what I did, is that you approach them. So, sometimes we look at problems in the workplace, in life, and we want workarounds. Or we create workarounds, and because we really don't want to face the problem head on. It's too painful, it's too sore, it's too monumental. And sometimes the best way to tackle the problem is actually take it head on. You don't have to do it all at once. I didn't take one giant leap and cross that puddle. I took many, many, many small steps because I wanted to make sure that the potholes that I knew that existed in the road that I didn't go into just because they were covered with water. And so, maybe that's a lesson that, hopefully somebody needs to hear today, is that grasping that ability to realize that, life is like a clock. It knows that there's a history. I knew that I'd passed that puddle before, but we know there's a history. We can't go back and repeat it. I can't pretend that I didn't walk that path. I did. So the only thing that the clock actually does is continue to move forward. And so we, like a clock, need to continue to move forward in that scenario, and in life and in business. And that doesn't mean it's the same. I didn't take the same path. I changed my path. And so I had a different outcome. Thankfully, I've got good boots and my feet are still dry. But, it was just a different path. And so realizing that sometimes when we go to tackle a problem, right, as we're continually told that if you keep trying to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different outcome, that's really not a good thing, right? So what we need to do is to actually be open to trying something different, to trying a different way to solve the problem. And that's what I try and do with my clients, is to bring my depth of years of experience, my life experience, living a very diverse life, being a very diverse person, and continuing to find ways to lead through diversity, not in spite of it. So I invite you to take that lesson into your life and see if it somehow helps you find the way forward. And if you're struggling, I'm here to help.